Okie dokie. What's good, YouTube? Gonna play some Minecraft on Bazzite. I think I'm gonna continue to work on that fishing village. See how far I get on that. Looks like all the levels are good. OBS and everything's working. And let me just make sure. Yep, okay, so. And YouTube is recognizing it. Awesome. I don't know why the live dashboard doesn't always connect. Like OBS connects the stream, I can tell is running on my channel, but for some reason sometimes I can't get the dashboard to work. It's kind of weird. It's not that big of a deal, it's just weird. Oh crap. Oh, is that where the chat? No, I don't want to do pop out. Yeah, sometimes I don't like having an ultra wide as my secondary monitor. It can make things a little confusing. Yeah, for some reason YouTube Studio live broadcast doesn't connect sometimes. Alright, let's get started. Come on, let me up. Alright, is it nighttime? Yeah, I thought so. Let me see if I can shoot these guys. 2. Dude, there's like 3 zombies? Dang. Where did that creeper go? He just disappeared. Ah, here he is. Wow. This whole area that I filled in with dirt yesterday already has grass on it. It's kind of neat. I'm probably going to shovel a path, though, so that doesn't the same matter. Okay. Oh, right. I ran out of dirt. I need to go grab dirt. So I'll go make that my priority once I sleep. Okay. Thought I had a bed in here. I think screw it. I'm gonna... Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Well, he mainly just broke the ground. What the hell? Dude. I don't mind the creeper destroying that, but... What is this? I don't remember that being there. Hey, what's going on, Hunter? Welcome to the stream, man. Yes. I have Bedrock running. I had to use a specific launcher called Minecraft Bedrock Launcher, but yeah, it works. What is this, though? This looks like a build. Was somebody building something here? Yeah, this... I mean, I have like 10 people normally in this realm, so I guess somebody could possibly have built here. But I don't remember building anything. And now I'm curious, and I need to find out. Well, they say curiosity killed the cat, so let me see. Yeah, I mean, I I do play Java every once in a while, but all my buddies are on, well, were. When I started this world in 2018, they were on Xbox. So I just uh, decided to make it Bedrock. Everyone's on PC now, though, so that's, oh crap. That's the funny thing. I don't know what this is for, though. I'll just find random builds around here, so I'm just kind of looking at it. I don't know. Creeper just blew up right in front of my tower, so I need to fix that, but I don't know what that's from. Here, I'm gonna take a picture and I don't know if anyone in the realm might know. Who dis? Okay. Yeah, this road, I've had it since 2018, and I don't really like want to jump over to Java, but just mainly just because I have all my builds in here. And it's, you know, people always joke about their forever world. This is my forever world. I don't have enough dirt to fix that. Let me go grab more dirt. I probably could fix it later, but if I don't fix it now, I'll probably forget. And I need to go grab dirt anyway. But yeah, this game, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's necessarily Linux per se, but I swear this game runs better on Linux than it does on Windows. I've ran this game on Windows 11 and Windows 10 back in the day, and for some reason my mouse would stutter a lot. And I don't get that on Linux. So I don't know if it's a Linux thing specifically, or if it's, I don't know. One of my viewers the other day was saying it's because Minecraft was written in like single core, or single thread, which I understand what he means, but I thought that was more for the Java version, because that was like 2009 when they made it, I think. Dude, why is my lava box not working? It's really weird. Just working the other. Oh shit! I didn't see the Scully. How did you get down there? Guess there's technically a block for him to spawn on. That's weird. Was not expecting that. Yeah, my lava box isn't working. Let me see if Durwoods is working, because I literally just put a bunch of shit in it the other day. And it worked. I'm using Bazzite. Yeah, I've used them all, but I really like Bazzite. Here, let me, I'm just gonna add that to the title real quick. Because Bazzite, I think, is probably one of the most popular ones out there. Except for, I think Kashi. There we go. Crap. Oh, looks like somebody might have responded. But yeah, I like them all, but I think Bazzite has been the most stable for me because Kashi was great, but had some stability issues with it. Oh no, it was just me posting. That's why. Okay. Barely made it. I don't know, I feel like I should be able to get under that, but I still have to crouch. It's weird. Yeah, let me see. I don't need that. Yeah. Alright, his lava box is working. Alright, so his lava box is working. I know they redid this one, so it's much faster than mine, so maybe it got broken in an update. I know that's just typical Minecraft. It's not, I don't know if that's really like a Linux Windows version thing comparison. I just know a lot of times redstone stuff gets broken when there's updates. So that's no big deal. I can just go over and use Durwoods if I need to. But holy crap, bro, it's so useful to have that. Because sometimes you just get some random shit you don't need. And you could, in theory, just throw it in. Oh shit, didn't mean to hit the ground like that. You could, in theory, just throw it into like a lava pit. But I think it's cool to have a lava box. Let me try that again. Yeah, so something's up with it. Not a big deal. I'm not very good with redstone, so I'll see if I can get my buddy to work on that. And I need to go grab dirt. But I need to grab my shulker boxes. Do I have any? I don't think I have any with dirt already in it. Oh, nice. I have one with dirt already in it. Well, let me make more rockets. Oh, wait. So here. What's this? Yep. Alright, that'll work. So it's nighttime already. I wonder if somebody made like an underwater house. Because I know somebody did that in my castle. Holy shit, look at this, bro. Somebody did make an underwater house. Holy crap. Bro, like I said, I've had this world since 2018 and I never knew this was here. Somebody just... I wonder who made this. Because I used to stream on Mixer, and before it was a realm, it was just like a world that I would invite people. Like I'd add people on Xbox and invite them. And people would be sitting in queue waiting to get in. So this could have just been a random kid. Dude, this is cool. I don't see any name tag or anything. Because remember, I always told them to put a name tag so people knew whose houses was what. Wow. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna take another pick of that. Okay, well, I don't know why it's taking forever to load for that. Nope. That's the screenshot. No, not where. Water. Underwater. Okay. Oh, I guess I can sleep here. Ooh, almost fell. Alright, I don't have to fill it in all the way, but I still want to make it so it's not like a massive hole walking into the tower, the lookout tower. Chicky, I think you're gonna get killed. Nah. Here, I'll just make him into a McChicken. Oh, okay. Screw you. I was gonna make him into McChicken nuggets, but nope. He's being difficult. How did you get up here? Dude, I thought he was down there. Oh, there's a skelly? I thought because it's daytime he would be caught on fire. Can he go through the water? Oh! I wasn't sure if it could. Nice. Alright, so we're good to go with that. Gonna go grab my other shulker boxes, then go grab some dirt. Oh, shoot. Gonna think that through. I need to get more lava for my lava pit over here. There probably would be some lava. There'll definitely be lava over here somewhere. Oh, I could go down into the strip mine. I bet you I could find some lava there. I haven't been down here for a while. Ah, there's an entrance. Grease monkey. I think I just passed some lava. Okay, Hunter. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night. I'll catch you later. Just pass me some lava. Yep, there we go. Don't fall in it. I might need more than one thing of lava, but that'll do for now. Ooh. Oh, there's still XP there from the other day. Okay. Alright, I need a shovel. Ooh, see a creeper. Peekaboo. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Was that? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Huh. I guess he doesn't catch on fire when it's rainy. Oh. See if anyone replied. No. It's just weird. I kind of wonder what other people are thinking. There we go. Settings. Let me turn the sound up just a little bit. Oh. I think it's about to be nighttime. Gotta go sleep again. Ooh, Skelly. Come on. Peek. Peekaboo. Where'd you go? I see you. Oh, I missed. Come on. Well, I'm probably gonna have to go down there to get my arrows anyway. Oh my goodness, I keep missing him. Oh shit. Dude, did I kill him by shooting him or did I just fall on him? Oh, the baby's on me. I'll get you every time. Okay. I just realized I need to put a bed down. I don't know if he'll let me sleep here. Let's find out. Looks like it. Okay. Okay, I don't need that in my hot bar. Okay. Let me get out of here. I don't really need bones right now. I guess I'll put a bone in there. Okay. Because I know I technically have a bone, like, Scully farm. But it is nice to have bones every once in a while for bone meal. For, like, the garden and stuff. So I don't really do much of the auto farming. I think you could do auto farms for food. Probably. But yeah, I don't really do stuff like that. Oh, Enderman. I guess I killed a zombie up here. Because I don't know how that, the zombie meat got there. Or rotten flesh, I mean. Okay. This should be pretty much. No, not quite. Okay. Thought I had that, shulker box already full. But I guess not. I don't remember those pigs making all those noises. Like, sometimes they update the audio in this game, and I swear it like it wasn't there before. But maybe I'm just remembering. Okay, there is technically a horse behind me, so maybe it's the horse making that noise, but still kind of wonder if it's the pig. Yeah, I think that was the pig. Maybe that's the pig noise? I don't know. It doesn't really sound like a pig to me. Sounds creepy though. That is a really cool looking horse though. I think the horse that I have is all white. And then I put an iron armor on him because I was kind of going more for like a medieval kind of theme, and it honestly looks really cool. The silver armor. That was only 2 stacks? Dang. Where'd my shovel go? Did I just break my shovel? Dude. I may have to go back and look at the stream because I think I broke my shovel. Oh well. I have more. Or you know what? No, I bet I put it in that shulker box. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I think I put it in the shulker box because I thought I turned to both stacks of dirt and I still saw one in my hotbar. Hopefully that's what it was. Oh, thank God. Oh. Yeah, I thought I broke it and I would have been so pissed. Because I do still have some more netherite. I don't know if they're considered blocks. Ores? I think it's ores. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it would be the term. Still have some of that, so I could make more netherite tools. It's just because I put mending on everything, I really try to fix it before they break. Which is tedious to try to fix because you gotta trade with the villagers either iron or emeralds or rotten flesh, but still beats having to make more. Still need more dirt. Holy crap. Mhm. Okay. Alright, once I bring this dirt back over to the fishing village, I'm hoping I can get all that open area filled in with dirt, and then maybe potentially start carving out pathways. I don't know if I'll I don't know if I'll get to the pathways yet tonight, but that is my goal. And then I can build, I don't know what's better, to build the buildings and then carve out the pathways, or carve out the pathways and then build the buildings. I think I would rather carve the pathways first. I don't know. Because then I may have to do like weird shapes. Like weird building shapes if I carve it out. If I do the carving first. I may do like a main road or something. At least the bigger roads and stuff. Kind of get an idea. Because like in the middle, I want to put a big statue. Maybe a fountain. I was thinking about, you know, having it be a fountain, but I don't really know if I'm going to be able to build a fountain that big. I have a decent sized water fountain in my castle. But I can't remember if I built that one or not. Because I can build the castle. I mean, not the castle. I can build the water fountain. It's just trying to get the water physics to work. And I've never been able to understand the water physics in this game. And I think they do change them periodically, which gets even more confusing. Okay. I think we got all the dirt for now. Now, let me get back to am I going the right way? Yes, okay. Don't want to get lost, because I did get lost the other day. That's no bueno. Let me put this down. That. And I can put the bed right next to it. I don't have to go too far with that bed. There we go. And do I still have dirt on me? Yep. Wait. I don't have to do the lava pit all the way there. I can just do a lava pit right here. Oops, wrong button. Because all I need is just... I think that would work. I don't need that. Did that go into the lava? Or did I just pick it back up? I think that worked. Don't really need the flowers. Yep, alright, it worked. Okay. Grab some more dirt. Get started. Oops. Ah, crap. Mhm. Man, I swear I get too far away from my shulker boxes. I have to travel all the way back. Alright, let me try and do it from this side. Fill the dirt in from this side. This might be a little bit easier. Sometimes when I'm walking above it, I can kind of place it too high and go above where I'm aiming. This might work better. Oops. Oop. Yeah, like that. Of course, that was my bad. Dude, I'm probably gonna fall into that hole. Hmm. Yeah, definitely gonna have to move them closer. Those shulker boxes are way too far. Oh, there's the bed. Oh, shit. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oops. Oh, creeper. Oh, man. It's not moving that fast. Come on. Holy crap. There we go. Jeez. Gotta get my arrows back. I swear they drop less gunpowder than they used to. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't have looting or something on my sword. Because I swear I get more when I shoot them. Like here, I think this is just from... Yeah, they only dropped one. That's kind of weird. Dude, that one his zombie dropped 4 rotten flesh. Kind of wish the creepers would drop 4 things of gunpowder. Because even in the creeper farm, I think is what it's called. Because we built one of those and it still doesn't really drop that much. There we go. Mm. Don't need the rotten flesh. I'll keep the bones though. Yeah. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Mm. Oh man, I ran out. Ah, crap. There we go. Nope, that one's empty. Yeah, crap, missed the spot. Wait, let me throw this out. Wait, is this sort of anthropod? No, okay. I was thinking that it felt like it. Okay, I thought that was an enderman for a second. It was a scully. Okay. No, I was just thinking the spider dies awfully fast. That's why I wasn't sure. If I need to grab. Right, that one's. Which one's almost empty? Okay, this one's almost empty. Oh, now you decide to attack me. You're just sitting there for like 20 minutes, bruh. Oops. I don't know if there's a setting or if I don't know if it's really Microsoft or Mojang, but if they were to make the like I guess the enchantments is what the term is. I feel like it really takes so much of the screen. Wish it was smaller. Wish it wasn't so like massive and in your face. Unless I just have like a wrong resolution or something. It just looks weird. Grab some more dirt. Alright, that one's empty. That one's empty. Okay. I might take the gravel out, but I think I'm just going to keep it for now. And I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Right now, I just want to fill this area with dirt. Sometimes it takes forever to do some of these builds. Like building those over there probably took me months, probably like 6 months or so. I don't know how people build as fast as they do. I guess maybe I'm only on maybe like 2 to 3 hours a day after work. So I don't know, maybe people just are on longer than I am. I don't know. But I don't really want to be building stuff in creative. I'd rather do it in survival. So I don't necessarily mind it taking a while. That's, you know, I mean, that's part of Minecraft. But yeah, I think taking about 6 months to build that fishing village is kind of crazy. Dude, that wolf's eyes like turned red. It was creepy. It almost looked like he was possessed. Like, I understand, you know, the wolf goes after the sheep and stuff, but it's just weird looking. I guess it's just to show... Oh, I guess that's from the dog, the raw mutton. Okay. I thought that would be... That's what you normally get from, the sheep. Okay. But, yeah, it's just... I guess they do that so you know, he's like an attack mode or something, but it is creepy looking. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take that down as well because I'm going all the way towards the water. I think, right? Yes, I will have to take that down eventually. Where'd my shovel go? Guess I need to repair more than just my pickaxe. Actually we do. I'm gonna... Yeah, I do still have the flint and steel. Probably would be better to do this. Hello? There we go. Probably better to do this before I take all the dirt down. Because I don't want floating trees like I did over there. That's going to take me forever to fix those floating trees. At least it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I don't know how long it actually will take. Oops. I didn't mean to use the flint and steel on the chicken. KFC anyone? Oh shit, and now I just did to myself. I guess that's the irony. Is that you that I put on fire? I saw we. I didn't mean to do that to you, buddy. Alright, well, those are burning. I'll finish doing the dirt here, and then I might go make some flint and steels. So I can burn those trees down. Oops. Oh, I thought a zombie was already on me. Because I was like, it's not quite nighttime. Oops. I got rid of my shovel again. Oh, there it is. I just picked up raw chicken. I guess I did cook them. I didn't know if I cooked them or not. That was a... Oh, shit. Oh, another spider. Oh, I almost fell right into the lava. Dude, it actually got me through the night. I was not expecting that. I really thought, that zombie was gonna interrupt my sleep. Oh, shit. He killed me last time. I'm just gonna take off flying. Dude, I don't... This guy got me last time and I thought it was weird. Goodness. Thing is just... right there. Because I guess if I get one hit on him, pretty much, I pretty much kill him, but... Oh, shit, I picked up a bunch of junk. Okay, well, I guess I can... put all this random shit in here. I can take this stuff back to my house later. Because I definitely don't need it right now. Okay. Wait, how much food do I have? Okay, I do have a stack of food. Good. Still debating if I want to leave like this mountain up or if I want to flatten that as well. I think there is technically a house on the other side of that mountain that somebody put up years ago. I don't think they're in the realm anymore, but I might just keep the house up like for aesthetic reasons because it is near the castle. But definitely want to take this down because then that goes right to the ocean and there's a bridge on the other side of that ocean, or on the other side of that little hill there is a bridge that goes over the ocean, so I definitely want to keep that part. I don't know if other people build like I do. They kind of make it up as they go. Like I know I do look at some like tutorials online of like how to build buildings, but like when I go to plan out how it looks, I kind of like the landscape around it. I think I just kind of go at as the ideas pop in my head. I don't really have any like set plan when I start building. Like this, I didn't realize how many mountains were here. I'd use 2 beacons in order to get rid of the mountains. And that took me probably a lot longer than it should have. I don't know what it'd taken me so much longer now. Think of if I didn't have netherite and beacons. Because I started doing it without any of it. And then my buddies gave me a beacon and netherite tools. I might do that one of these days though, to actually go and get my own netherite tools. But I haven't really set that up. Because every time I go in the nether, man, I like instantly die. Because we have like these walkways and stuff in the nether, but the piglins... I think it's the piglins. I swear they seem so aggressive. And I'm like, I could probably put it on peaceful, but I don't really want to do that. And I always thought piglins don't attack you unless you hit one of them. But for some reason, I swear, and anytime I go into the nether, they instantly start attacking me, which I think is odd. That's why I kind of avoid the nether portals, even though all our houses are connected to them. Let me get rid of these bricks. I don't need them. Yeah, the cobblestone. I know one of my buddies, he trades the rotten flesh, but I don't know if I'd really... I need to grab dirt. I don't know if I'd really get anything out of it if I do that. Alright, this is all I got in the line of dirt. I'm gonna go get a bunch of flint and steel. Try to burn some trees down. Hopefully this is enough dirt at least to get this section done. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. Oh, I got one more stack. Maybe. Anyone a betting man? Oh man, so close. Alright, let's see. Don't need that. Gunpowder. I think I'm Just gonna take that stuff and try to put it back in my house. Because I don't really need it now, but who knows, I may need it in the future. Okay, so this one I'm gonna take with me. Alright, then I'm gonna go make some flint and steel in my place. Oh. Iron in there. Yeah, I'll keep the gunpowder because I'm definitely gonna need that. Tree that goes over here. Bones over here. Is there string in there? I can't remember. Oh, there is string. Okay. I don't know if I have a box for feathers though. Because no, I used to use the string for arrows. Ah, yep, okay. I was thinking that's where I had it, but I wasn't sure. Where's my dog just sitting in the corner? What you doing? You're gonna follow me? Right now, sit. There you go. It's weird you're sitting in the corner, buddy. I'll write this. Don't need that. Oh, that one's full. And my lava box isn't working. I'll put it in there for now, though. And take that out, I think the clay I have up here. Right, clay. Get rid of the seeds because I did farming earlier. Whoa, I didn't realize I had that many bee nests. Alright. Flint and steel. Flint and steel. That's what I need to make. But what do I'm trying to think where I have this wood. I don't really do much with trees. Like, we had a tree farm, but I don't really... I kind of just go flying and look for a forest, and I knock the trees down there. I probably should do a little bit more when it comes to organizing the different kind of wood. Because I mainly just use spruce and I don't think it's dark oak. Light oak, maybe? I think that might be what it is. Well, I need to grab this. And did I get any more iron out of this? Hey, what's going on, my camp? Brazil, that's cool. I think I saw when I was looking at my analytics, I had like 4% viewers from Brazil, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, I can put... Wait. Thought I had more iron on me that I could cook. Oh, maybe it's here. Up there's. How much? Wait, I do have iron on me. Let me see. The flint and steel. Let me see if I can make 10 of these. That should be enough for now. Alright. The nighttime? Yes, it is. Okay, I'll go sleepy sleep. So how's your day been, Matt Camp? Because I think I think you're an hour ahead of me. So I'm on the East Coast. I think that's an hour ahead. Nope, wrong button. Oh, I didn't see that chunk of wood right there. I must have been flying into it. Okay. I do have a pickaxe. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take some of these out with the pickaxe when I can reach them. And I think these, I'm just going to burn that. And then there's one just floating there. Crap. Okay. I'll probably use this wood on these builds. It's 9 p.m. August, you're actually an hour behind me. Interesting. Yeah, I just kind of thought you were an hour ahead of me. No, I don't think I need this shulker box. That's good. I'll fill the shulker box with wood. I can do that. Because I definitely will use these. Okay. But are you clocking into work at 9 p.m.? Because that kind of sucks. Your llama better not spit on me, villager. Traveler. I think that's your name. Don't know if I'll use this wood, though. Is my inventory full already? Oh, okay. Forgot I made so many flint and steels. Okay, let's see. You better not get close to that piggy or you're gonna turn into bacon. It's good work. I mean, yeah, I guess if it pays well, right? I just think it would suck to do night shifts. Dude, why is the pig following me? Like, I don't think you want the flint and steel, buddy. Can you burn, trying to think. Can you burn dirt? Because I'm gonna have to probably take this hill down. I doubt I could do that, though. Just burn the dirt. Let me grab my shovel. Put this in here. Well, I got a couple of saplings. Nice. And I'm going to use this dirt on the ground behind me. Just was thinking if I could burn the dirt, that might make it easier. That's my axe. What do I have? Thought I could pick up that wood, but I guess I have too much dirt in my inventory. There we go. The dirt down there. Oh, I didn't mean to split that. That up there. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't set any like subscription notifications or anything yet on like the live streams, but I greatly appreciate that, man. Have you thought about switching to Linux? Or have you already? Because I know some countries are like really pushing Linux. Like I think France and Germany were two countries that I heard they were actually going to be using Linux on their like government computers, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Hmm. But it's also a little strange. Like whenever I look at like who subscribed or whatever, it normally doesn't show the name, like their username, which doesn't necessarily matter that much. But like if I saw your username as a recent subscriber and then saw you in a stream, then I'd try to remember to thank you. So it shows a subscriber list, but it doesn't show like the most recent subscriber. So I don't know. Maybe I just have to look at it more carefully. Oh, it broke. Dirt. I wish I could put just the dirt on the bottom and then the trees on the top. But I think it instantly just sends it to the top of the shulker box. Kind of irritating though. Because I want to put the dirt into another shulker box and then the trees into another. So it's kind of helping to have it separated. Yeah, it's very light. Absolutely. Um, like I put What was it? Yeah, like just like you're saying, it's light and it saves a lot of hardware. I put Linux Mint on my 2008 laptop. I had only 4 gigs of RAM, and a few years ago I put a SSD in it instead of a hard disk drive, and it ran better on Windows, but I had so many issues with it crashing, and a lot of times I had issues whenever I was trying to get it out of sleep. Like you would close the laptop, and then say come back like 20 minutes or so and try to use it, and it like every time I try to get out of sleep, it would just lock up. And I just was like, well, I'm already using Linux on my PC, like my gaming computer. I'm still dual booting every once in a while into Windows for certain games. But I was like, well, I'll just try and put Mint on it, and it's been running great. I mean, it has a CD drive and everything. Still not like some of the like newer laptops, and I watch movies on it a lot. I'll just sit on my couch with it plugged in watching movies. So yeah, Linux really does bring new life into old computers. So you don't have to throw them out. Like obviously it's not going to be that fast, but it does everything I want it to. Because I use it for just general browsing. I like watching movies on it. I'll play music on it. And I do also write scripts and stuff like that in it. LibreOffice, so it's just general purpose stuff. Like nothing crazy. Oh, that skilly snuck up on me. I do think that Mint's not the best though for gaming. Haven't had the best experience with it when it comes to gaming. But I guess it all depends on what kind of game you're playing. I was trying, it might be because I was trying to do like Arc Raiders or something like that, and it just didn't. It was playable, but it was not the best performance. I think I was getting maybe like 80 frames, you know? When like now I'm on Bazzite and I get like 120. So they all, but that's what's nice about Linux. They all have different purposes. It's not like you just download Windows and hope it works. You know, if you got old hardware, I'd say Mint's great. If you got new hardware, I'd say either Bazzite or Cache. But there again, Cache, I was getting a lot of bugs in that. My PC was crashing a lot. After a couple of updates, so it wasn't like a game changer. It wasn't, let's say, as bad as Windows, but yeah, I would be in the middle of working on a model on my 3D printing software, and it would just, the application would like just it would just crash. Oh, you're good, man. I know sometimes I ramble when I'm streaming. Would you get out of my face, you traveling villager? Don't want nothing. Don't want what you're selling. Probably nothing good anyway. Ooh, I got flowers. Dude, I think it's so cool they have the baby chicks now. And I think, can't remember what it is, but you give them like a golden nugget or something, and it like stays. A chicken, like a baby chick. Can't remember what it is. My buddy was telling me it was like a golden nugget, or I don't think it's a golden apple. Okay, fine. I'll check and see what you got. A brain coral block? I don't think I ever heard of that. There's a lot of flowers over here. What an idiot. Literally just walked right into all the fire. That's what you get. I think I'm gonna bring my other shulker boxes over here. Well, I got a lot of zombie rotten flesh. Oh, bring my bed as well. Nah, I don't have enough room. Definitely need my arrows just in case they start shooting at me. I could maybe just, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn that into the dirt one. And then, wait, do I have any? No. And then I'll put the random wood in this one. Down there. I don't think I'm that close to the water, so that's weird. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, even more water. Is it connected to this? Huh. Hey. Making anything for dinner now that you're, sounds like you got home from work. Yeah, dude, I don't know where this water is actually coming from. So I don't think it's coming from down there. It just seems random. It's like a random source block. Maybe there's water underneath me. Let me look. I say it all the time, I just do not understand how the water works in this game. Because like I thought that was a source block, so I filled it in, and now it's like the water went even further. So weird. I mean, like over there, I tried to flatten. That used to be all land, and I was trying to make it water, and trying to flatten that into water. Dude, that took me like 2 weeks. Trying to get the water to, I don't know if it was to get the water to cooperate or to get my brain to cooperate. I used kelp though. Like that was kind of one way I saw online. Use like kelp stalks or whatever. And it kind of pushed the water and it made like a fake, quote unquote, fake block. I mean, it worked. But like if I fill this in with dirt, I feel like I'm just like blocking the water. I'm not really like fixing it. I was kind of hoping it would get rid of the water. I guarantee you if I do this... Oh, okay. Guess I did kind of fill the water in. I mean, to be honest, some of the pre-build, like the pre-build dells that you can find at like office spaces, there's some of the, I don't know if the best is the right wording, but like you can buy them for like $50 and you got some really good Intel CPUs in them, and like do that. Just put a really good SSD in it, you know. I finally made the switch to DDR5. I think 2 or 3 years ago. Cause like I had a really good platform, but like the games that I wanted to play, I was getting really bad stuttering. So I was kind of like, and it was CPU. They were CPU games. So I was kind of like, I think I need to get a more powerful CPU. And at the time, I was like, if I'm getting a more powerful CPU, and I was already on DDR4, I was like, what? I feel like the next jump I should do is DDR5 while the prices were good. Because the prices were good back in about 3 years ago, 2022, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. 2022, 2023. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and do that. Dude, where did I do with my bed? I thought I had a bed on me. Uh-oh. Alright, I'll just go. I know there's a bed right here. I thought I picked it up. These zombies on me. Yeah, I kind of wonder how DDR3 though is these days. Because I would say it's perfectly fine unless you wanted the game. If you actually wanted the game, then DDR3 probably wouldn't be the best. Because I know my laptop still uses DDR3. And I thought it was an AMD integrated graphics. I thought it was a, what did they used to call it? Jaguar? I thought it was an AMD Jaguar chip. Kind of like what was in the PS3. Maybe even the Xbox, but like the PS3. I thought it was that, but apparently it was integrated Intel graphics in my old laptop. I think it's still dual core, but I mean, the fact that it's Intel, I think it gives it a little bit more life than it would have if it was AMD. Yeah, I know the PC building space right now in general is terrible. So all of that for, I'm hoping it's 300 American dollars, not 300,000, because that's like how much a house is. It's 300,000. So I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah, I to get that for 300, and then at least to say like $300, and like if you could buy, I think like a PS5 around here for like either $7.99 or $8.99, something like that. So like maybe not the best bang for buck, but it's like sometimes you gotta get what you can get your hands on and get what you can get your what you can afford, you know? And I think that's something that Microsoft doesn't realize. It's like not everybody can afford to get this hardware that is approved to run Windows 11. So then they end Windows 10 support, you know? And I heard they got in a lot of trouble for it. I think they actually had to renew, or not renew, but extend Windows 10 support. Like you have to enroll in it, but I think you still have they still have to do it for at least another year. All right, I don't know. I don't know if I just get rid of this dirt here, I'm pretty sure the water's still gonna be here. If I, yeah, I know I have a bucket on me, but I don't think one bucket's gonna be enough. I feel like I might be making it worse. Buddy. I already have 2 dogs back in my house. I don't necessarily need another. Yeah, I don't think this is... I have another section on the other side that I have to deal with water. And I was kind of ignoring it for right now. I know it looks like the source block might be in the middle. Like right around here. Oh, that kind of helped. Maybe not. Hang on, let me get up here. What you crying about, doggy? Oh, I think I see another source block. Right there. Think... Oh man, it just went down. Thought it was about to go away. Okay. Oh. See another one right there. I think that's one right there. Hey, look at that. I actually did it. Okay. Dude, these dogs sound pretty realistic. Like, they're actually, like, whining and everything, like a husky. Kind of funny. I do actually really like wolves, like in real life. I'd probably say wolves are, like, one of my favorite animals. I know, growing up, I used to love pandas. And I still really do like pandas, but yeah, I'd probably say wolves, pandas, and maybe, like, even a tiger. Those are probably, like, my top 3. And I'm pretty sure the wolves have been in this game for a while. At least I think that's what they're considered as wolves. But sometimes I swear I see more than normal. And it might just be where I am, like if I'm in a certain biome or something. I don't know if I may keep it at this level. I don't have any bones on me. Like, I don't know why he keeps coming over to me. Like, if I had food out in my hand, I'd be like, oh, he's coming towards me because he wants food. Maybe he just wants me to pet his ears. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of dogs in general, but I think huskies are beautiful. Especially how they have like a really cool personality. At least I think I met 2 huskies in my life, and they just had really cool personalities. And in all the videos you see of them on all over social media, not necessarily one over the other, but just all of them, people just showing how crazy some of their huskies are or how moody their huskies are. Like, if you don't give them food within like 5 minutes of their dinner time, they go crazy. It's just, yeah, I have a Maine Coon. Like, my cat is a Maine Coon, and he's kind of like that. I think they both have pros and cons when it comes to which version of Minecraft. I think I prefer Java, but I started this realm back in 2018 when all my buddies, I was on PC at the time, but all my buddies were on Xbox, and I was streaming the Mixer, so like everyone that I was playing with, they were on Xbox, so I was like, okay, well, I have to make it on Bedrock then. And I have 20,000 days in this game. Or not just this game, but this world, this realm. So, I don't really do much Java. But I've been tempted to maybe get back into Java. And see how that actually runs on Linux. Because I don't think I've played it on Linux yet. I played it on Windows back in the day. But I don't think I've tried it yet on Linux. So it might be interesting just to see the difference, since technically, I think Java is native, and this one I think I have to run it through technically Android. Like, it's not really the Windows version; it's the Android version. I mean, it's still Bedrock, but I think that's the right way to word it. But yeah, I think I like the delay they have in the swords in Java when you're fighting. I like that you can carry something in your left hand, like a torch, an Odom of Undying. So yeah, I think there's a lot of things in Java that I think are really cool. I personally feel like I think the rendering is better than on Bedrock. And now that I have an Electra, oh shit. I think the rendering's better on Bedrock. Or at least it was. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be flying and I'll randomly just see a mountain up here. And I don't know if the mountain's actually there or not. So, I think it all depends. I think Java would be... I think it's easier to run, though. I don't think Bedrock is that easy to run. And when I was on Windows, I had a decent amount of stuttering. Especially on my mouse. I had a decent amount of stuttering when I was building. And it was really irritating. Did I make a lava pit yet? No. It's still over here. I don't know what I did with my... I don't know what I did with my bed. I swore I picked it up, but I don't see it in my inventory. I'm gonna pick the lava up and move it over here. But yeah, I think I have close to... This world alone is 20,000 days. I think my playtime is like 100 real days, I think. When it comes to Bedrock, it's something up there. Because I played in this world before it even became a realm. I just made it a realm because I was sick and tired of leaving my computer on all night so people could play on it. Because it was just a private world. Because I didn't really know how to set up a realm and everything. Like, I thought I'd have to, like, actually, like, build a server and everything. I used the pickaxe to pick up my, my bed, so I don't know if that, like, destroyed my bed. I don't think it would. But now I'm really confused. I'm gonna take this down. And then maybe... Oh, the beacon can actually reach me. Nice. I have not... I was just realizing I have not beat the end dragon, the ender dragon. I have not beaten the game on Java yet. We've beat the dragon 2 or 3 times in this world. And I think we spawned the wither 3 times. At least I've spawned it like 3 times with my buddies. I think one of my friends, he did it all by himself. He just spawned the wither and fought it himself, which I thought was insane. But I mean, there was something that he wanted. I don't know. I can't remember what you actually get when you destroy the wither. Because I mainly just build. I mine and build and kind of replicate kind of stuff I like from in movies. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your evening. And have some good food before you go to bed. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. You have a good night. I don't know why this traveling villager still wants to hang out by me. I already said I don't want to buy anything from you. Dude, I got a lot of cobblestone that I want to throw out. Because I think I have... Oh, I have at least like 4 chests full of cobblestone back at my place. So I don't need any of this. That was a little bit of a... I don't know if it was stutter or just lag. I think that was just lag. Which, I mean, streaming kind of makes sense. Sometimes I feel like the netherite pickaxe actually takes forever. I kind of wonder if I like swapped out all my tools to... Probably wouldn't go back to wood, but if I went back to iron, wonder what that would feel like. Just like do that for like a... I don't know if one stream would be it long enough. Or do it for like a whole week. Get out of my face, you villager. I'm really tempted to kill him. But I don't think that'd be very polite. What if I shot him in the butt with an arrow? If that would get him to leave. I just realized he doesn't have his llamas with him. I wonder if his llamas died. Because I was putting those trees on fire earlier, so I wonder if that might have killed them. Alright, buddy, you're asking for it. Man, I missed. Did I hit him in the butt? Okay, I didn't necessarily mean to kill him, but just wanted to shoot him in the butt. See if that would leave him alone. Well, okay, now where am I getting shot from? Huh. I swore I heard an arrow, like, land at my feet. But I don't see a Scully anywhere. That was weird. Put the dirt in there. Oh man, my inventory's full already. These beacons are awesome, though. I didn't even really know about these until fairly recently. Because I had a bunch of buddies that would always put beacons up, but I didn't really know what they were used for. Okay. I gotta go down one more level. Okay. Nope, that's gravel. Don't want to break my pickaxe on gravel. Mhm. didn't mean to take that out. Alright, I'm gonna do this little section here. And I'm not gonna stop with this pickaxe because I don't want to break it. And the other one I have, I don't think has mending. Oh, it does have mending. Okay, I can put that to the side then for now. Because I thought I did silk touch on it, and I don't think you can do silk touch in mending. Oh, you can. Okay. I'm still confused at where my bed went. I think I'm just going to move this bed with me. Oop, wrong button. Oh my. Just 3 creepers? No, just 2. Okay. Ooh, headshot. These spiders really don't do anything. Hey, Peter Fan, welcome back, man. Good to see you. Yeah, these spiders really don't move. They just sit there. Ooh, I'll take this bed with me. Don't need that. I think I need an ass transplant, man. My butt's going numb. Okay, there we go. I've seen a lot of stuff about GTA 6, bro, that I don't know. I don't know if I've seen those actual leaks. And I might be the only one, but this probably is gonna be a hot take, but I'm over GTA 6, bro, and it hasn't even been released yet. Because I think the base game is gonna be $100. And then I'm hearing that there's a lot of AI in it. I don't even know how to explain the AI features in it, but I've just heard. I've heard people are. It's either you're gonna love it or hate it, but I've heard there's a lot of AI in it. I feel like there's gonna be a. I sometimes I watch. I think his name is Asmongold, and he does like YouTube, reactions and stuff. Because I know he streams on Twitch, but I think he does a lot of the reactions on YouTube is what I watch. Because I don't really go on Twitch anymore. And he was saying that there's a lot of rumors that the main story and stuff is going to be very woke. And I'm like, I don't necessarily care about like a lot of the woke stuff going on because I can kind of choose not to watch it. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Odyssey thing where like I think Troy was like a trans woman. Not Helen, Troy. Achilles. I think Achilles was like a trans woman or something. So I'm just kind of like, I don't really know if I even am interested in GTA 6. Because I've heard there's going to be, the microtransactions are supposedly going to be insane as well. Like, oh, you want this mission? Or, oh, you got this far in the mission, you want to get to the next step? Drop $20. Like, because I think GTA 5 was really bad. Like, when it came to microtransactions. But that was mainly online though. When like this, it sounds like GTA 6 might have microtransactions in the main story, and I'm like, it better not. Yeah, I wasn't. I'm like in between when it comes to Rockstar games because I technically played GTA 4 on my 360. I played GTA 5 on my PC, but the only reason I got it was because I wanted to mod it. And I did beat the story in GTA 5, and I did play a decent amount of online. And I do love Red Dead. Red Dead 2 was incredible. I didn't play Red Dead 1 yet, and I've been tempted to do that. I do think they say it's supposed to release this November. I wonder if it's actually going to get delayed again. But I feel like it'd probably be too late to do another delay if they were to do that. So I'm not really sure. But I think graphically it looks great. The gameplay probably is going to be great. I'm just hearing theories that there may be like microtransactions in the actual campaign story mode. Kind of like how the last what was it? Black Ops 7, the last Call of Duty, you had to be online in order to play the campaign. And I mean like an online session, not just like, oh, you had to be connected to the internet. No, you had to be in an online session. So if you had to go pee or, you know, go take a dump, you had to like hide in a corner or something and hope the AI didn't find you and kill you, you know? So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm excited for GTA 6. Because also, if they get away with $100 games, oh shit, man, that means everybody's going to be charging $100 for a game. Because like I understand it takes money to make games, but I don't even like spending the full price now, which is like what, 70? So yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to it. I was always on the fence or the idea mindset of like I don't think they're ever releasing GTA 6. Now that there's actual video proof and stuff, I kind of was thinking like, no, I don't think they're ever gonna release it because GTA 5 was literally a money printing machine. Like all they had to do is maybe just like maybe not take it offline for a week, but like all they had to do is maybe just update servers and maybe make the graphics look slightly nicer. Like if they just did like a patch, I was like, bro, I don't think that they would have any need to release GTA 6 then. I don't know how big it actually is. You're probably right though. Red Dead 2 is probably around 150 gigs. I tend to I probably shouldn't do this, but I tend to install and uninstall games a lot. Whoa. Dude, this looks sick. That's a massive cave below me. Like, I don't remember that being there. And also, this game, Bedrock, doesn't really have that big of caves. I may have to do some exploring, dude. That would be fun. I'm trying to burn these before I take the ground down, so I don't have like as many floating trees as I do over there, because that's gonna be a pain in the butt. I might have to go explore that though. I just don't really want to die and lose all my shit. Yeah, I don't think there's really any games that I'm interested about. Like Crimson Desert, I'm kind of interested in that, but it's been out for like a year, maybe a little bit longer. And I haven't really seen any price drops. I think it's still 70. But that's really the only game that I'm kind of interested in. I know my brother wants to play Tarkov because he's like addicted to watching Burnt Peanut, and Burnt Peanut's been playing Tarkov again with Tim the Tat Man. So he wants to play that game, and that does not work on Linux. I know that for a fact. Well, I think maybe the offline PvP might, but the online version doesn't. So I was like, well, I'm not spending $40 on that game. I'm trying to see if he'd be willing to try, I think it's called Arena Breakpoint. It's kind of like Tarkov, but it's slightly more arcadey. And he wants to learn mouse and keyboard. So I was like, well, I think that would probably be a little bit easier to learn on, because it's slightly more arcadey. So. But also, I was thinking about maybe doing streaming my backlog of, and I can't remember if it was you that was talking to you about it, or it was someone else last night, but like doing Skyrim, or maybe Fallout 4, and do like stream a playthrough and kind of just show the games that do work on Linux. Because I was thinking about doing it as like a playlist of videos. Like, just call it Does It Linux. Which I still might do individual videos, I'm not sure. Did they say how big GTA 6 is going to be, though? Like, I wonder if it's going to be like 500 gigs. Because I have a buddy that's playing like GTA 5 now. And I kind of wonder if he's interested in GTA 6 at all. Oh, I got a zombie on me. I just see a creeper sitting there. Headshot. Wait, no, did I run out of arrows? Oh, dang. I try to pick them up, like after I shoot them. So that's kind of weird. Yeah. Kind of look like a penis. Oh, I didn't even know there was a block there. Okay. If I knew that there was this mountain, hill that I wanted to take down, I would have taken this dirt to fill in that whole area over there. I didn't even think about it. Well, excuse you. I don't know why this cow's getting all bent out of shape. Yeah, I kind of wondered. I think that's a big reason why, like, obviously I get these creative itches every once in a while, but I was kind of like, I actually kind of wanted to make some videos on Linux, and I definitely want to make some more. But I was like, bro, when I see Linus Tech Tips and like 3 of his employees actually not even like just testing Linux, but they said that they would fully switch to Linux. I was kind of like, that's crazy. Like, that's, I don't know, he's got like what, 15, 20 million subscribers. So I was like, bro, if you have somebody that has that many subscribers, like, they want to switch to Linux, so like that means Windows must really suck. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that game developers do, but there's part of me that thinks that they still won't for, I don't know if 5 years is the right term, but I'd say probably 2 to 3 years at least, because I think so many people think that Linux is a bunch of cheaters. You know, like how everyone plays on Linux are cheaters. I think there's just that stereotype, you know? Because there's the game that I'm interested in getting called War Dogs, and they said that they're not, I asked them in one of their videos, and I said, hey, well, actually it might have been on Reddit, but I remember asking like, hey, are you going to support Linux? And they said that we have no plans on supporting Linux. And I was like, well, then I'm not buying your game. You know, I didn't say that to them because I didn't want to be an asshole. But I was just like, yeah, I'm not buying your game. And I think it's just crazy, and I think everyone didn't want them to support Linux. They were kind of like, yeah, we don't want cheaters in our games. So I feel like I think there's more, obviously, that Linux has to do, you know, to make it more compatible. You know, like I think Proton works great. But I think there's still some things that Linux needs to do to make things a little more compatible on their end. And then there's things that developers have to do on their end. And I think it really comes down to the Linux stereotype. How do they get past that? You know? But I could see realistically the year of Linux maybe in 2 to 3 years. And I mean like the year of Linux where we legit have maybe like 10 to 20% user base on Steam. You know, because I'm seeing some people say 10%. We're at 10%. I see some people saying we're at 5%, and I'm like, I think 5 or 6 is probably a little more realistic than 10%. I don't think we're quite there yet. But I feel like if we do get 10%, then game developers really got to wake up. Then they got to be like, okay, this is actually, like, this is a platform that we have to actually take seriously. I mean, it's kind of like Mac. I don't think anyone games on Mac. I don't think there's any real push to game on Mac. At least for, you know, the Linux fan base actually wants to play games. And they're doing that push. I would say yes and no. I think a lot of open source apps can be better. And then you do have some that are, you probably are gonna get a lot of bugs. You know, it's kind of like I don't know if Android is a perfect example, but like Android, you can sideload apps. Like you don't have to buy apps through the Google Play Store. You can use like Aptoid or is it Droidify? There's a couple like third-party app stores that you can use, and they're all open source like apps. And a lot of times when you do open source, they tend to be buggier. So yeah, there's pros and cons. I don't like massive corporations. So I definitely prefer to use open source if possible. But yeah, definitely. I just want to get the the bad massive tech out of my life. You know, I'd say Microsoft is one of them. Then I would say Meta. You know, like Facebook, Instagram. And I've deleted all my social media. I've been done with it. I don't want to play that game anymore. So I think those are definitely my 2 or 3 big ones that I really want to get rid of. I don't really have an issue with Google. You know, I think a lot of people hate Google. And I'm like, I don't really see them that bad. But I understand why people may not like Google. You know, because they're kind of like Microsoft when it comes to just being a massive tech company. Like I don't think I could go without YouTube. You know, I can go without Facebook, I can go without Instagram and TikTok. But I don't think I could go without YouTube. I don't necessarily know if it's like an addiction, but I'm on YouTube every day. I'm always watching documentaries. I'm always watching reaction videos. I'm always watching like tech news. Yeah, it's pretty much like my TV. Cuz like I don't have real TV, like you know, live TV. I mean, that is a good point. Like when there is an error, or a bug, they tend to like get reported. And when they do get reported, like they actually are like, "Hey, okay, we'll fix it." Instead of a lot of times, yeah, that is true. That is a really good point. But I do think what's interesting about open, oh shit, I thought I did put that in my hotbar. There we go. About open source. And it could probably be the same for Microsoft, but I had a really, I don't know if bad experience is the right term, but I had a really frustrating experience with Navarro. Which is, it's a version of Fedora, but it has it's backed by Glorious Egg Roll, which I absolutely love. Glorious Egg Roll. He makes Proton GE. I think he's an incredible developer or just tech guy. Um, but when I tried using Nabarro, I couldn't use Wi-Fi. I could not get Wi-Fi working. I could only use my computer um with an Ethernet cable. And I went to their Discord and I talked to a bunch of guys. Like I said, hey, this is my issue, and they had no idea why. I told them these are my specs. This is my hardware. This is the kernel. This is the firmware. Everything, and I plugged it in the Ethernet and um I tried to update everything because I was like, well, maybe it's a bad update. Then I decided to try doing a fresh install. Just like go back to their website and reinstall Nabarro and put it on my flash drive. I could not get it working. And everybody in the Discord just like had no idea what the issue was. So there are definitely pros and cons, and I would say that is probably a massive con. Because like if you come across an issue, it may be like an actual fluke where other people can't replicate it. So, but at least the people in the Discord cared. They were trying their best to get me up and running because they're like, yeah, man, I've been using the bar for like 2.5 years. It's great. So they definitely wanted me part of the community. When like Microsoft, if you went to them and be like, hey, man, I have this issue, they'd be like, buy a new computer. Go to Best Buy and buy a new computer with Windows 11 with Copilot. So, yeah, I definitely agree. Pros and cons. It's I tell people a perfect example is like Apple versus Android. Some people they love iPhones because it just works. It's my experience with iPhones, it's not that case. I have a lot of bugs with iPhones, and I find it very weird that they bury a lot of their most common like settings. They bury those settings. When like if like auto brightness is a perfect example. On Android, you just swipe from the top, bring down the task manager or all the widgets, and you just turn on auto brightness. But it's like buried in the settings for iPhones. So, but I do think that's probably a perfect example. iPhone versus Android would be probably like the perfect example of Windows versus Linux. Which might piss a lot of people off because they're probably like, massive into iPhones. I've never liked iPhones. I think the Apple Watch is good. I've had a couple. I think I've had a Series 3 and then a Series 7. And I think the Apple Watch is really good. I think their tablets are pretty good. I haven't used any of their laptops in years, so I don't know what those are like. And I don't think I've ever used a Mac desktop. I'd be tempted though to have like either a Mac laptop or just something Mac related, because there are some times where it's like, man, I can't get this thing to work on Linux, but I don't want to go to Windows or like boot into Windows or use Windows. Specifically with my iPod, sometimes I have issues with it and I need to use like iTunes. But there again, then I'd be going from one big corporation to another big corporation. And I think Apple is probably, I don't think they're as bad as Windows, like as bad as Microsoft. But I do think they still do kind of sketchy things as well. I actually got a decent amount of progress on this. Because it didn't look like that big of a mountain. Compared to like what was over here. But I still was thinking it would take me a long time with all the trees and everything. Ugh. Guess I'll fill it in before I forget. There we go. I may AFK the iron farm tonight. So then I can fix my tools tomorrow. I just don't like running my PC overnight though. Especially since we have had some storms lately. I could maybe AFK it during the day though. Because tomorrow's Saturday, so I could maybe do that. No. No, I have... Well, actually, hang on. I think I might have used Manjaro years ago. But I think that was like... I think I did like Mint and then Manjaro, or Manjaro then Mint. Yeah, I'm having like a vague time just using Manjaro, but I think it was only for like a day or two, and it was not good. And I've heard a lot of people say Manjaro is terrible. So I think like I had Ubuntu years ago on I think it was on one of my laptops. So like Ubuntu is like, I guess you would just say like my first ever. So it's kind of like I have a little special place in my heart for Ubuntu. But I think Mint was like the first one like I actually took serious. And then I can't remember if I did Manjaro after that or what, but I would just say Cashy is the only one I've had true experience with. And it was really good. I would just be hesitant to recommend it to people that are new to Linux. Just because I had some bugs, and the bugs were not too bad for me. I probably could have waited for like an update, you know, and just update, and the bugs might have gone away. Or I maybe could have, you know, gone to their Discord or their Reddit and maybe ask like, hey, I'm having these issues, and find out what it is. But I would say if you ever want to try Cashy, I would say just don't hit upgrade. Like if there's an update or anything, just don't do it until like you I don't know if approval is the right term, but until like you do a little research of like on Discord or on Reddit, make sure that like, okay, this update doesn't break anything. Like, is this a important update or is it one I can ignore? You know. So it's almost like Windows, in my opinion, then, because like I feel like Windows is kind of like that too, where it's like you kind of have to be like, hey, is this actually an update I need to do for like a security patch, or is this going to be a Windows update that bricks my computer? So I love Cashy's experience though. Like I would say their GE, like or not GE, their Gnome, and their KDE. Oh, am I stuck? Dude, I'm like stuck under my mattress. What the heck? That was weird. I don't know if I jumped on it or what, but that. Oh, it's daytime. That was so weird. I like went under my mattress. But yeah, I would say it doesn't hurt to try it. You know, because like if it doesn't work, then you just uninstall or install something else. The two that I always would recommend would be Fedora, just like base Fedora KDE 44, and Bazzite. I would say that those would probably be the two that I would. I don't want to open my wings yet. That I would say, yeah, like legit, I would recommend. Because I don't think Ubuntu or Mint is good for gaming. And then, okay, Mint would be the other one I'd recommend. Like, if you have an old laptop and you just, like, need something so you don't throw it away or have to buy a new Windows computer, I'd be like, okay, then go ahead and get Mint. But if you're planning on gaming, I'd be like, don't use Ubuntu or Mint. I've heard some people use base Debian and have had really good experience. Like the old man that comes in here every once in a while, the crazy old man. He said he's been on Debian for like can't remember if he said 7 years or 10 years. It was something like insane like that, and he's had great experience. But I don't know how much gaming he does. I think he said he mainly just plays Minecraft with his grandkids. You know? That is something that I really did like about Kashi. Was that it seemed like it was easy to use like the command prompt and stuff. Like I used Kashi so long that I knew what Pac-Man meant. Like I knew pretty much what all their command prompts or their basic terminology. I don't, yeah, I guess terminology is the right word. So like, yeah, I did use Pac-Man long enough that I did know all that, and I probably could have fixed it. But I was just kind of like, you know what? I was watching the Linus Tech Tip videos, and I was seeing the guy that was using Bazzite. He was an absolute Linux noob, and he said that he was loving Bazzite because you installed it and everything worked. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the terminology, like the terminology of the terminal, and I was like, I don't know if that's really the terminology. Like that's a tongue twister. But yeah, like I think his name is Elijah, I think was his name. And he was saying that like coming from Windows, he was like, it was literally just like plug and play. Everything just worked. And I was kind of like, because I was you know, Cashy was working great for 3 months, and then I was getting a bunch of bugs, and then it would work, and then it wouldn't work. I was kind of like, I think I just want to go to something more stable. Um, and I really liked it. You know, I may potentially go back to Cashy, but I also am at the point where I don't know if I want to do more distro hopping. Because, like, I swear I distro hop, like, every month, you know? Definitely need more iron. But yeah, I'd say if you're having no issues, or if all the issues you've had, you've been able to troubleshoot yourself, that's actually really good, you know? Because then that means you're learning that distro. You're learning that distro very well. You're learning Linux very well. And then on top of it, if there's a bug or an issue, then you'd be like, oh no, fret, I can fix it. You know? So I feel like Arch is probably the scariest, but I'd say Cashy. I feel like Cashy is one of the easiest terminologies to understand. I would say one of the most confusing ones would probably be Fedora. Um, because like I used Cashy for many months, and I was used to Pac-Man, and then I went to like Ubuntu for like a month or two, and I didn't understand their terminology at all because it was sudo, and I was like, okay, this is weird. And then I went to Fedora, and Fedora is DNF, and I'm like, DNF doesn't make sense. Like, why am I typing in DNF when I need to install something? Like, to me, DNF means did not finish. You know, like as a texting thing. So I'm like, why would I type in did not finish to install something? So they're all confusing. But yeah, I do like Pac-Man. I think Pac-Man is probably the easiest to understand. Wait, do I not have enough? Oh wait, that's the button. Gotta get rid of these. I don't want them. There we go. I have not tried armor reforger on Bazzite, because I would be kind of tempted. 11 iron, man. Price gouging. I kind of wonder how that game plays on Bazzite, because I know that was like the main game I played on Cashy was Arma Reforger, and that game ran great. I don't know if I played it on Windows, but I was getting like 120 frames on that game. And it's a big game. Like the maps and everything are massive. Oh, maybe I upgraded them. The animation's also cool for Pac-Man. Like when you go to the terminal and update stuff, you know, it was honestly, and that was something that was neat when Luke from Linus Tech Tips was talking about it. You were saying like actually seeing the Pac-Man like animation to update or when things were downloading. I was like, that actually is kind of cool. But what I think is really cool about Linux is like you almost never need to update things, you know? There we go. Because like I think they do, I don't know if it's the kernel update. I think that's like every 6 months. Maybe it's yearly, but I think it's like 6 months. So, like you really don't even need to update it. Like unless there's an actual bug or something that you know is getting fixed. Alright, so that one's pretty good. Alright, now I need to do the boots. Well, they're already going to sleep. The sun's not even down yet, fellas. You guys got to get back to works. But yeah, I think Fedora does DNF and APT. Can't remember. All I know is Ubuntu. Sorry, I got some fur in my mouth. I think Ubuntu is the only. I think they only do sudo. And I do love Ubuntu. Like if I was gonna just use it as like just like a regular computer, not gaming. But Ubuntu is also owned by Canonical, which if you listen to all the Linux nerds out there, they pretty much call Canonical evil because they say that they're pretty much like the Microsoft of Windows, or sorry, they're the Microsoft of Linux. And I don't know if that is really true or not. I just remember hearing that because like they were trying to go away from Flatpak. They were trying to get rid of Flatpak and go towards their proprietary software called Rust, which is like the coding in the background. And I think Apple, like on their Macs, I think use Rust, which I could be wrong. I think that's really what it was for me. I think I just had an update and I don't think it necessarily broke like my PC. It just was like I needed it to work and I didn't want it to keep crashing on me. Now there is part of me that kind of wants to use Kashi or do I have any more emeralds? Yeah. Or Arch because like my graphics card was pretty new. Yeah, I can join Bedrock servers or Java. Like this is a Bedrock realm. What's going on, Hated? Welcome to stream, man. I think I need to sleep. Come on, get up. Thank you. Come on, I wanna put my stuff in this box. Oh, I didn't realize I still had like half a stack of iron blocks on me. I think these guys are out. So I'm gonna have to go over to Durwood's place. But yeah, I've been playing on Bedrock on Linux for probably about a year. I know I've been using Linux solely for 8 months, but I think I've been playing this game for about a year. Every once in a while there'll be like an update, and it may take a little while for the Linux version not to like fully be compatible, if that makes sense. I use Bazzite. But I've used all the distros. And I was just talking with Peter Fan about it. He uses Cache OS, which I've used, and it's really good. It's not necessarily the most stable. So like I would say, like, if you want stability, I would say Fedora or Bazzite. And if you want like leading edge technology, like the latest and greatest, then I would go with Cache. So it all depends on your hardware and stuff like that as well. My CPU is an Intel 245K, which is an i5, and my graphics card is a AMD 6700 XT. So I mean, if you definitely, you don't have to have an AMD graphics card, but AMD graphics cards are definitely better. I think Bazzite, they have a lot more support for NVIDIA graphics cards, but I could be wrong about that. But I think they have a lot more. I don't know if it's baked in the kernel per se, but like it's a lot easier to get the drivers for NVIDIA when the drivers for AMD is like baked into the kernel, so you don't have to install like any software. It's like already there. You just got to make sure things are up to date. Dude, why don't they have like any iron? Or not iron, but like the emeralds, they're like all out. Like 1 to 2 trades, so I can. Or am I out? Hang on. Maybe I'm out. Yep, I am. Okay. There we go. Because I was like wondering, I was like, why can't. Oh. My mouse is freaking out. Dude, it's my cat's fur. It keeps getting in the sensor. There we go. Alright, so he's out of iron. He's out of iron. Or emeralds, whatever you want to call it. There we go. He's got some. There we go. But yeah, I always tell people, like, if you're interested in Linux, I would recommend getting a separate hard drive and keeping your Windows installation, and like just getting a separate hard drive. It could be 100 gigabytes. It doesn't have to be anything massive. And I would probably do it that way, so then you don't have to worry about losing anything. Because there is what they call dual booting, which I'd still technically do just in case. You know, like if there's a piece of software I have to use Windows for, or if I have a buddy that wants to play a game like Apex or Tarkov or something. Dude, they're all out of iron. I mean, they're emeralds or whatever. Well, let me. I got so many tools I need to fix. I don't think the gold farm is really working the other day. I do have more rockets. Good. Okay. But I think one of the coolest things though about Linux is that OBS works. So it's like you can. I think that's honestly one of the coolest things because, like, the dedicated gamers, okay, sure, they could go to Linux like that if they only really play games, and especially if they don't have anti-cheat. But being able to use OBS and Audacity, I was using a notes app called Obsidian. That works on Linux. I'm trying to think of some other things. But like, yeah, OBS and Audacity. So that means like content creators, people that like to stream to like Twitch and stuff, like they could go to Linux if they wanted to. Yes. Yeah. Windows dual booting, it might suck to kind of get used to for a little bit while you get used to it, but I highly recommend it. Mainly just because Windows will eat away at your hard drive. Like, it'll eat away at your Linux partition. So say you have like a 1 terabyte hard drive and you divide it in half and use half of it for Windows and half of it for Linux. Windows will literally eat away at your Linux. That's just the way Windows is wired. So it's like if you put it on 2 separate hard drives, it won't do that. You could, in theory, if you wanted to, you could completely wipe your hard drive and say F Microsoft. But it's kind of like, I do think there are times when you may need it, you know, either for school or work or whatever. Okay, these are off. Can I don't know if I want to go in here or not, but I want to attempt it. Okay. Do I have any tridents on me? Okay, good. Crap. I think I need 2 tridents on each. And I didn't bring any more tridents with me. Hang on, let me go down here. Yeah, I'm mainly just the only two reasons that I'm keeping my Windows partition on a separate hard drive, like just keeping it in general, is one, my brother plays Battlefield 6 and Apex, and I have to use Windows for that because of the anti-cheat games. I don't necessarily care that much about Battlefield or Call of Duty, games like that. I could probably go without them. And then if I have any bugs with my 3D modeling software, I do run a small business and I use 3D printers. And if I need to use it to get an order out on time, I can boot into Windows just to like fix that order or get that order done. And then I can go back into Linux. So like, I do technically just use it as like a backup. But yeah, I would say if it wasn't for like my brother that plays, you know, anti-cheat games, I would probably just nuke it and do only Linux. And then I could use my second hard drive for more games. Let's see, I'll put that on and that on. Let's see. I think this is the one that worked the other day, and then this one, I couldn't get that one to work. I don't have any tridents over there. So let me see. I think that's what it was. I think I had to put 2 tridents in. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume down because it does get kind of loud. This gold farm gets insanely loud at times. Oh, did anyone else? I don't think anyone else commented on this. Yeah, I haven't really had any of all other my other buddies on this realm for a while. Yeah, this guy's house is insane. He's got 4 massive farms behind his castle. Actually, I don't know if that's a castle, really. Alright, let me see if this is working. Okay, good. It is fixing it. You know what I could do? I could maybe put like Cache OS on one of my hard drives and put like Ubuntu on the other. Or like Mint or whatever. So then I would get like really the stable one, Ubuntu, Mint, Fedora, whatever. And then have like the other hard drive for gaming. And have like leading edge gaming, Proton, all that kind of stuff. I feel that'd probably be like too much work though. And then just like choose one distro and stick with it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I'm very surprised though with how much of my hardware and software just works on Linux. Because like I have an XLR mic that I've been using since like 2018. I have an external DAC for my headset, and I am shocked that it just works. Didn't have to get drivers or anything like you do on Windows. Because like on Windows, you got to go to the website and get their actual drivers and their software. When like on Linux, I just plugged it in and it works, and it recognizes it as the name of the product, not just like, oh, external speaker or external DAC. Like it actually calls it a topping DAC or a Behringer audio interface. I think that's pretty neat. Probably not the fastest way to fix my tools, but it's definitely better than trading with villagers. And I can't get this one working, which I think that's probably on my end. I think I just need more tritons. Which, you know what? I'm going to head over to my buddy's place. He might actually have some tritons over there. Crap. I went the wrong way. Oh, I need to sleep. There's the ladder. Okay. Oh, shit. Because I do have a chest back at my place with tridents, but completely blanked out about grabbing it. So let me see. I think I need to replace the skates underneath my mouse. Because it's definitely getting kind of gunky. Right. I think he... Does he? I swear he had a box chest of them. Something. I don't think I have any in my ender chest. No. I actually have not played any Hollow Knight games. A game that I've been tempted to play because I had a buddy that was addicted to it for months. And he played it on his Switch. Is Stardew Valley. That's definitely a game that I'd be tempted to dabble in, and I'm pretty sure it works perfectly fine on Linux. But Hollow Knight, I've heard of the game, but no, I have not played it. Because I think it's kind of like a 2D game. Or top down. Might be the right term. Alright, let me see. What does Axe have at his place? I really don't like going through the nether. Because I seem to always die when I do that. Let me see. He doesn't really have much here. Huh. Nope. Come on. Close that behind me. But I was tempted to try a series, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it in video format, like and upload them video by video, or if like doing it like a live stream and playing like maybe a mission or two during a live stream, and then keeping it as like a video. But I was thinking about doing something called Does It Linux, you know, and play games in my catalog and see if it's compatible. Which I know which ones are and which ones aren't, but it'd be kind of fun, you know. How did Windows the did it like eat into your? Because yeah, you must have been on like the same hard drive and it just like ate into it. That's insane. All right, so I think I just need one more trident, but I'm gonna bring just in case, because I think I need two on each side, and that one is enchanted, so I don't think I can use it. That's enchanted. That's enchanted. I don't know if that's true or not. I just remember one of my buddies saying, yeah, you can't use enchanted tridents. And I need to eat. But yeah, I'd be tempted to try. I have Skyrim, so I could maybe do that and be like, does it Linux, which I know it does, based off of Proton DB. And then I could maybe do Fallout 4, does it Linux. Could do Red Dead Redemption 2, does it Linux. And Stardew Valley is definitely a game that I don't know if I would necessarily enjoy it, but because I love Minecraft, I feel like it could be fun because it looks similar to Minecraft, but it's just do we have any boats here? I don't think so. It looks kind of like Minecraft, just like the 2D version. So, like, I would be tempted to try it. Alright, I wish I had a boat, but this works. Ooh, will it let me pick up these arrows? Because I ran out of arrows. That's poems. Oh, here's fires. Be a Hollow Knight. Well, what is that game about again? I think is it like a horror game? Can't fully remember, but I feel like it was. Oh my goodness, I got a bunch of lag. It's the first time I've been at his house today though. So I'm not surprised by that lag. All right. Seems to be back to normal. I do have my chunks up turned up really high though. Maybe I should land before I fiddle with the chunks. I think I have my chunks maxed out because I wanted to be able to see the, like when I'm doing videos and streaming, I wanted people to be able to see the chunks while I'm flying. Is it in video? I always forget. I think it's video. FOV. Yeah, I'm at 32 chunks. I'll do 20. I do think running Bedrock on Linux, I think it limits your chunks though. Because I think chunks on Windows, I think is 60. I want to say it's like 55 or 60. And here I think it only lets me do 32. Which I'm totally fine with. I mean, if you go on Java, I think anything past like 13 is really good. No. I need all this to fix. Silk Song. Silk Song. I don't think I've heard of Silk Song. But I definitely know Hollow Knight. Okay. Put that on. Okay, they're still falling down. Fuck. It was the wrong lever. That killed me last time when I did that. I opened it up and they all came rushing out and killed me. Why is it not? Did that work? I think it's... Looks like they're dying in there, so I think it's working. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Yeah, because I thought there was Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight 2. So I didn't realize that the Silk Song had anything to do with Hollow Knight. Okay. Because I couldn't even remember it wrong, but I thought like Hollow Knight was kind of like Undertale. Gee, that was scary. Alright, that pickaxe is fixed. Oh man, that mint is bro. That is sick. I have these mints that I got from when I went to Chili's the other day. And it's a two 2 packs. I have 2 mints in this pack when it normally is only one of those. It's only a 1. Man, I should go buy a lottery ticket. It's like one of those that dissolves in your mouth really quickly. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this one's working. Oh, there we go. I just didn't have it turned on. I thought it was turned on, but it wasn't doing anything. There we go. Okay. I think the highest XP I've gotten up to, I think it was like 250, level 250. And that wasn't at this farm, that was at the Guardian farm. Oh no, that was not done yet. Okay. Two fur. 2 mints and 1. What would your specs again, Peter fan? Because I was just wondering what your specs were since you're running Cashy. Because I think my 6700 XT came out in like 2022. So it's technically not like the newest, you know? I mean, I have no need to upgrade though. Like, it runs phenomenally. Gotta get all them XP ores. Gotta get all of them. Oh. Were you the one that was having issue with the integrated graphics? Because I think you said you were doing the external 6400. So yeah, I think you were the one. I kind of wonder though, like, if the integrated graphics would be any better on, like, say, a different distro. But yeah, probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't want to be using integrated graphics though anyway if you have a 6400 and you're playing games. It was just kind of something I kind of in the back of my mind. I'm like, I kind of wonder, like, if Cashy would be more suited for that or if it'd be less. But I do know that I do know that Linux and Intel, like I said the other day, don't really communicate the best. You know. You did try other distros with it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of, back in my mind, I was like, I kind of wonder. Because sometimes you'll see bugs on like Ubuntu or Mint that don't exist on Cache, or you'll see bugs on Cache that don't exist on Ubuntu or Mint. You know. So it's just the way it is on the Linux journey. Well, let me turn these off. Because all of my tools are fixed now. Put that down there. Whoops, I don't need that there. Don't need that. Okay. Alright, now I can turn that off. And turn that off. Get all the orbs. All the orbs. CacheOS has custom optimizations. What do you mean by that? Baked in customization options and like into the kernel. I know they have like the newest kernel. So that would probably give you better performance. But like if they give you the option to like choose like certain like tweak certain things based off your hardware, that's sick. That would be really, really cool. Like, hey, this is my hardware, do this. Like I know, for example, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you do have to do a little, it's really nothing that drastic, but you still technically have to go into the software manager and hit additional drivers, and it'll do a scan and most likely give a pop-up saying like, hey, here's the latest NVIDIA driver. But I've noticed that for like every distro. I don't think that was Cache specifically. But also I haven't used an NVIDIA graphics card since like 2018. So it's not like I don't care about NVIDIA. It's just I know NVIDIA hates Linux and Linux hates NVIDIA. Like as companies, they hate each other. And because I was planning on going to Linux anyway, I wanted to get an AMD graphics card. So like I haven't really looked at NVIDIA, and see what I've heard that the latest driver for NVIDIA, like 515 or whatever, has been working great on Linux. Like they've had massive improvements over the years. But I probably need to look more into NVIDIA and Linux support and to see like if it's how much better it's really getting. Okay. All right, it's 12:15, so I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I started the stream a little bit later than I wanted to. We had some bad weather, so I was debating on even streaming tonight because of it, but it went away. Do love this hot tub though. Custom CPU instructions. Okay. I mean, I've noticed when I was on CacheOS, my games played the best. But when I went to Fedora and now Bazzite, my games maybe 5 or 10 frames less. but like it felt more stable. You know, like the software and everything felt more stable, and um, I would say my games didn't have. I think I mentioned this the other day, but like I really can't stand when you have really low 1% in games. Like if you're playing at 240 frames and then like you get a dip into like 50 frames. Like I really don't like that in games. And I felt like I was getting really good frame rates on Cashy, but like sometimes I would get weird lows like that. And I didn't know if it was Cashy or if it was just the kernel. But yeah, I definitely, that's really cool that they can give you a little bit more instructions to the CPU, because sometimes I do feel like Windows especially, it doesn't realize you're gaming. Like it'll still have other things running in the background and you're kind of like knocked it off from gaming. You know, like turn Copilot off, turn Recall off. Or even if you went into game mode on Windows, you're kind of like, screw it, screw it, bro. Like get rid of that background processes. You know, and I do like that about Linux. Like there's nothing running in the background. You know, you keep sitting on your desktop and it's like using half a gig of RAM. So I'd be interested to look more into that to see what Cashy's been up to. Cause I think Fedora and Bazzite are also getting, or they probably did already, but they're getting kernel 7, kernel 7.2, something like that. I don't think that's just Cashy, but I know there's supposed to be a lot of updates on kernel 7. Like, I mean, like, groundbreaking kind of updates that might actually be getting some people on Windows to kind of wake up. Like, I mean, I'm talking about devs, because I'm hearing that Battlefield, they might be rewiring Javelin to support Linux. Their anti-cheat. Maybe not in Battlefield 6 per se, but I think it might be coming to Battlefield 7 whenever that game drops. So I think that would be really cool. You know, so I've heard EA and Frostbite, I think are the developers. No, that's the engine. EA and can't remember the actual team that works on it. But anyway, I've heard theories that Javelin might be supporting Linux soon. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I think a lot of people don't want kernel level anti-cheats on Linux, but then you could play those games. So I'm not 100% sure if it'd be good or bad, but I definitely want to do more digging into that and see if the kernel is getting just to Cashy, you know, like Arch, or if it's getting to other ones as well. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here tonight. I don't plan on streaming this weekend. So probably Monday or Tuesday would be the next stream. But yeah, been fun talking to you, Peter Fan, and I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. And hopefully you guys have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream.